As you move into your Wednesday, we have to keep a close eye on Elsa, so I will continue to watch Elsa as it gets closer to South Carolina. Tropical storm warnings are actually in effect for parts of South Carolina, and this includes Charleston. And if you live along I-95 or to the east of I-95, you can expect about 3 to 4 inches of rain, but if you live west, expect those rain totals to gradually decrease from 3 to 2 to 1, and so on and so forth. So before I talk about Elsa, I want to give a special thanks to meteorologist Josh Knight at WatchFox 57. I actually spent most of my day with him today, and he showed me exactly how he forecasts the weather, and he gave me some tips on how to make my life easier whenever I am forecasting. So I stayed with him for about 5 hours today, and we talked about the weather the entire time. It was so fun for me, and I'm really glad that we were able to get this set up. So big thank you to you, Josh. So if we take a current look at Hurricane Elsa, not a well-defined eye at all, but we can see where that center of circulation is, just about right here. So we are seeing those rain bands. We have some nice rain bands with some thunderstorms and a brief tornado also possible with these rain bands. So our current information, we are sitting at about 997 millibars. The maximum sustained winds are about 75 miles per hour, and it is moving to the north along the West Florida coast at about 14 miles per hour. So our current advisories, you do have a hurricane warning in effect for parts of Tampa and going into the Big Bend. Otherwise, we have some tropical storm warnings in effect. I think these to the south of the circulation will be canceled here pretty soon, but we do have those tropical storm warnings extending up through parts of central Florida, then along the coast of Georgia, South Carolina. But then as we get into Wilmington and the Outer Banks, they are actually watches because we are expecting them within the next 48 and not 36 hours. So where exactly is this going to go? Where is the National Hurricane Center saying the storm's going to go? So we are expecting it to go down from a hurricane to a tropical storm before making landfall around the Big Bend area of Florida. Now going into Wednesday at about 8 p.m., this is when we are going to start feeling our impacts here in the low country. Those tropical storm force winds and heavy downpours will start to fizzle in as we get into the night. So then about 2 a.m. on Thursday, which is not displayed here, this is when we are really going to start to feel our moisture and tropical storm force winds down the low country, and you will start to feel them in the PD. Then by 8 a.m. on Thursday, most of the tropical storm force winds should be out of the low country. However, if you are in the northern region of the low country, then you can expect some of those tropical storm force winds to linger till about 10 o'clock. But if you are in the PD, this is your peak time of feeling those tropical storm force winds. Right now it is tracked to go along I-95, so if it does go along I-95, expect higher rain totals in the Midlands. However, if it goes to the east of I-95, expect lower rain totals. However, you can expect heavy downpours and at least an inch of rain if you are in the Midlands, regardless of where it actually goes. So taking a look at our future cast, so going into Wednesday, expect those pop-up showers and thunderstorms. So nothing really to talk about, a few showers down to our south, but about 30% chance of rain for the entire state. About 8 and 11 p.m. is when that surge of moisture really starts to move in. I think the center of circulation will be further to the east. I think it has it way too far west, but it does a good job of showing how much rain and how much moisture is actually being brought in with this system. So our tropical storm force winds will be coming out of the east for parts of the low country and parts of the PD, and then here in the Midlands they will be varying from the south, the southeast, and the east. So if we take a look at our rainfall forecast, I think we will see higher rain totals than what are displayed here, but I think it does a good job of showing the trend. So if you are to the east of I-95, you will be seeing those higher rain totals, as well as if you are along I-95. But once you start to get to the west, you start to see those rain accumulations gradually decrease from 2 to 1 to about a half an inch up in the upstate. So I think it will be about 3 inches along the low country and PD and about 2 inches in the Midlands. However, this does a good job of showing the trends as far as the rain accumulations as you get farther away from I-95. So our upstate forecast, about 87 for your Wednesday, 30% chance with a few occasional showers or a storm. But then once we get into the night and Elsa starts to bring its moisture and tropical storm force winds, I have that medium alert in for Thursday morning, about a 60% chance of rain and storms. And then as we get through Thursday, Elsa starts to push out. Winds are about 15 to 20 miles per hour, and expect those scattered storms and broken clouds. Once Elsa pushes out, expect those 40% chance of showers on Friday, about 89 degrees, 90 degrees for your Saturday, 89 for your Sunday, with a 30% chance of a few showers around in the afternoon. And then going into next week, about a 30 to 40% chance of rain every day, just from those typical afternoon showers and storms, generally staying close to 90, and then going into the mid-90s as we get to mid next week. The Midlands, about 30% chance of rain once again for tomorrow, 88 degrees. Then we have a high alert for Thursday morning, 90% chance of rain and some gusty winds on Thursday morning. And then as Elsa starts to push off, about a 70% chance of rain, 25 to 30 mile per hour winds can be expected. And I did bump it down to a medium alert for Thursday. But then as we go into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I expect about a 20 to 30% chance of rain each day, and staying in the 90s through your weekend and into all of next week. And then just expect your typical afternoon showers and storms after Elsa passes. And our lows will be in the mid 70s, so it will be a very warm start to your mornings. So then in the PD, here is where we are starting to see those tropical storm force winds, 30% chance of rain tomorrow. But then as we push into the overnight hours, expect to see those winds pick up. Tropical storm conditions are possible, not a given right now in the PD, but they are going to be possible. 70% chance of rain overnight with the high alert. High alert for Thursday afternoon, about 90% chance of rain. We'll be staying in the 80s for your Wednesday and Thursday. Then your temperatures will grow up into the 90s on Friday, staying close to 90 along the coast. I think it might actually break 90, but we will be close to 90 on Friday. And then expect your typical afternoon showers and storms once again after Elsa passes. And we will be going up into the mid 90s along the inland region on Saturday, and then staying to your low to mid 90s going through the rest of your next week. Then the low country is when we are going to expect those tropical storm force winds. Now, Wednesday night is when it's looking like that moisture and tropical storm force winds will move in, about a 90% chance of rain on your Wednesday, and then 100% for your Thursday morning. High alert for Wednesday, Thursday morning, and Thursday afternoon. Tropical storm conditions are going to be expected on your Thursday morning and possibly into your Thursday afternoon. So staying about 85 degrees inland and along the coast for Wednesday and Thursday, 89 on Friday, 91 on Saturday, then staying in the low 90s, and then possibly not even reaching 90 along the coast, about 89 on Monday, Thursday, and Friday, but expect your typical afternoon showers and storms right after Elsa passes. So keep it at my Facebook for all the latest information on Elsa, and I will be updating my forecast and doing an aftermath of Elsa on Friday. And the aftermath of Elsa might actually have to wait until Monday for the National Weather Service to actually survey any damage and to get your flooding total. So keep it at my Facebook for all the latest information on Elsa and all your latest forecast updates.